after scrolling TikTok, you actually don't remember even what you looked at. Your memory sort of
It's frazzled.
is really frazzled.
Yeah, it's hacking into the lizard brain, isn't it? And it's encouraging a dopamine release.
But here you go. This is the proof that we are actually becoming more stupid, potentially.
Social media, it should be controlled by government to a certain extent, or particularly for younger kids growing up. More and more people suffering from mental health issues and anxiety, and that definitely plays a role in that.
What do you think is more scarier, the AI taking your job or AI making you too stupid to do your job? So, Simon, I have a question for you. So, what do you think is more scarier, the AI taking your job or AI making you too stupid to do your job?
Which is more scarier? Yeah, taking your job, if you believe that that's possible.
Is that possible? You think it's not possible?
Well, what is a job nowadays? I mean, I think your jobs change and evolve, and you're always asked to do more. And so, okay, is AI maybe taking some of your job? It would have to be very pinned down the specifics of what it is that you're doing within your job. Mm-hmm. I think for AI to be able to successfully do it consistently enough for it to replace you.
Okay, so you're not scared of AI making you stupid as much?
Depends on how much time you give it to allow for that to happen. How do you mean? Come on, tell me more.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because everyone is now talking about AI making us a little bit stupid, okay? And I know there was when in 90s when Google just launched, there was a lot of talking about how Google is making us stupid. And I was chatting to someone on LinkedIn, and actually that lady said that she even had a sticker in her car saying, "Is Google making you stupid?" Mm-hmm. Right? So that already happened in the past. But now these days there's a lot of actually study done around how AI is impacting our brain. So there's one study by MIT saying that students using ChatGPT show dramatically lower brain activity by around 83% because they couldn't recall the key points of the essays they kind of wrote, right? So
but maybe that's a reflection of the task that they've been given.
Oh my God, that's a very good point, actually. Do we actually need to write essays?
Well, you're at school. How much do you remember of what you did at school?
Sure, I think these days you probably need to be taught how to write posts on LinkedIn and social media more than essays, right?
Which you're definitely going to forget.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely. But what was interesting in that study, they said that when those students stopped using AI, their brains stay still sluggish and not working as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is that's the thing that I want to talk to you about,
the aftermath.
how AI is actually impacting us long term.
Yeah.
So you use AI to write stuff, don't remember what you actually wrote about, and apparently that creates this permanent gaps in your brain. It's almost like smoking weed or something. Is it or not?
It's like context. What are they doing? How are they how much is it involved in the process of the task that they're doing? How important is the task that they're doing to them for them to want to remember it? There's point. So much. It's what are the details of this study?
Well, it's
it's just like a headline, isn't it?
You just destroyed my study.
AI.
Okay, one other one for you. There recently has been an interview with Joe Rogan and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Yes. And what Matt Damon said is Netflix actually now is dumbing down the content.
No, really?
Yeah, but
just now.
Just now, but he said
because the documentaries were so deep and
on Netflix.
Yeah, fully researched to the level. Yeah,
definitely. But what he said, the Netflix is telling the producers to simplify dialogue, create simpler plots, and repeat the actual plot in the dialogue so that people can keep up with that. And also like leaning harder on dialogue than the visuals, because people are looking at their screens, they get distracted when they're watching stuff, and a lot of action is asked to be cramped in the very beginning of the film or series, because otherwise people just get distracted and forget about it. But
maybe that's the nature of like the quality of production they're trying to produce, or maybe it's the quantity of which that they're trying to produce. Like, I don't know, it's...
But do you think, like, in general, it's because people are becoming stupid, or is more because they were using like 2-3 screens? I mean, I got to the point one time when I realized I was with my laptop, with my phone, and was watching Netflix, doing something.
Yeah.
So that's like 3 screens.
Yeah, fully focused
on
task.
Or zero focus on anything.
Yeah. We wonder why a few Ponglish emails get through.
I want to say that also I had a conversation with somebody on LinkedIn again. So you see, my social life is basically on LinkedIn. But
were you watching something while messaging them on LinkedIn?
Possible.
Okay.
And she said that actually
There's
thinks
a
that
reoccurring theme here.
Wait. She said that she actually thinks that movies and TV series became much better than in, say, 90s and 80s. And she said to me, like, have you tried watching anything from 80s? The plot is super long, is very simple, and basically nothing is going on.
Yeah, I think maybe the landscape is so diverse. So you've got these like super hyper real YouTube stuff. It's quick, keep your attention, grab you, keep you on there. Social media type stuff, which obviously some of that is, crossing over into Netflix and where they might be pushing for this type of content. But on the flip side, TV is like having a whole new like revival, and the quality of some of the TV production, the money that Apple's putting into new episodes, and the talent on there. I mean, like, actually that's probably where Apple's kind of innovation has gone into, like TV. Some of the stuff on Apple TV is like of really great quality, the production level, the script writing, the cast, the audio, everything is like insane. So it's not like one size fits all, is it? I think there's obviously some content is going to get dumbed down, but there's on the other side this really high good quality. So I think it's just like more wants are being served by the media landscape. More
of everything, basically.
Yeah. So you could go super niche and specific thing, or you could have high quality production, or you can have this cheap throwaway stuff that you can have running in the background while you're on LinkedIn or TikTok or on your iPad or your laptop at the same time, where you're not really consciously doing anything productive.
Maybe Netflix needs to invest more into like suggestions algorithm, because like obviously if you're like watching something very deep, then you don't want to be suggested something really crap. Or like, let's say not crap, maybe just slightly different, or like requiring different level of focus.
Yeah. I feel like my mum watches some crap, and
does she
bless her.
watch like a Hallmark?
Yeah, she has
movies.
that, and I think maybe it's just to have something on in the background and just voices, so it sort of fills the ambience of the room, and it sounds like people are there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I literally could not watch that stuff.
It depends how much wine you had before that, obviously.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're really hoping that you're enjoying this episode so far. And if you are, please like, subscribe, and follow. And if you really want to know more about who we are and what we do, go to buildinggreattech.com. Now let's go back to the episode. And so, okay, there's another study by Ludwig Maximilian University.
Oh, wow, so that fast.
Yeah, and so they discovered that after scrolling TikTok, memory performance is barely better than random guessing. So apparently,
what does that mean?
So basically, if you opened TikTok and scroll through a lot of sort of clips, after that, your memory sort of
It's frazzled.
is really frazzled,
Yeah.
and you actually don't remember even what you looked at.
Right.
Yeah. And the interesting bit is, though, I don't understand that the YouTube doesn't have that effect,
Okay, that's interesting.
but TikTok does.
So
So
there's quite a lot of information that you're having to cognitively. I know they're in super like intense clips, and the production of them are getting better and better, and it's, you know, hyper adrenaline. So your brain is obviously taking in a lot and consuming these like 30-second, 90-second clips. Like you probably are a bit frazzled at the end of that.
But do you know what? Going back to what you said, and I think maybe it's not about memory. Maybe it's like because lots of content is trash. You just don't. Your brain doesn't take it in. Like if you saw something
your brain's
that is like,
actually going, okay, nothing is happening important over the last 5 minutes, so
'Cause if
it's
you
fine
saw
for
a
me to
clip-
switch off.
because if you saw a clip that you were interested in, I'm surely you would just remember that, right? But if you went through like 100 clips that none of them resonated as much, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
let's-
like my behavior on Instagram. Like if I see something that I think, oh, that's really useful or that's interesting, I save it. So
And
I have
then never
different
look
folders.
back.
Yeah, I never look.
The famous folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Folders.
Folders.
Yeah, the
Okay,
collector.
awesome. And there's something called a Flynn effect. So apparently, over many decades, the scientists were observing how our IQ actually goes up.
Okay.
But apparently,
When you say was,
it was, yes, exactly.
What-
But apparently in 90s, that effect started to reverse, and our IQ overall started to go down. So like verbal reasoning, problem solving, or abstract thinking, it's all kind of like declining. And nobody actually knows why. And I wonder if now in this, last 10 years or so, with like extreme content production, and now also with AI being producing like 70% of all content on social media, I wonder how that's gonna impact that. But here you go. This is the proof that we are actually becoming more stupid potentially.
yeah, I don't know if you can like solely say that devices or AI or social media is responsible for that, but maybe I would say it's more a holistic reflection of our environment as like food quality is going down and
Not in our fridge though.
not in our fridge. No, we try very hard to keep it
So
of high
hard.
quality.
Apart from the
it's just
chocolate. That's
What?
just-
Chocolate?
Apart from the chocolate.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah,
You keep bringing
kids
that
don't
stuff.
eat chocolate.
Yeah. So
but-
I think that's a reflection of our environment that we're exposed to. Not and then obviously online is one of those environments, but food quality, everything, it makes sense. Like
Maybe.
and people are stressed. You're trying to make money. The government's coming for more of your hard-earned like dollar.
Dollar.
Yeah, it's people are stressed. So do you have time
Maybe.
to?
Maybe. But also, I
your
want to say,
IQ.
remember we read that book, oh my God, is it Fixed Mindset? That was a brilliant researcher. I don't remember her name.
Oh, is this the one Andrew Huberman?
Recommended.
Yeah,
I don't remember her name. But in that book, they actually explained that IQ as a number was never really to decide how intelligent somebody is, but it was to say that they have some sort of missing bits that the kind of education at schools need to be provided the information needs to be provided in a different way so that you can change that IQ number.
I know, that's such a classic thing taken completely out of context.
Yeah.
Carol Dweck, her name is Carol Dweck.
Oh, Carol Dweck, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Dweck.
the mindset. Yeah.
American psychologist, yeah.
That's
that wrote
right. So
Mindset.
I would question that reverse Flynn effect based on that, because if she's saying, well, it's actually not she's saying that the originally person who invented, let's say, IQ number.
Yeah, it was
not for
to
that.
sort of highlight, okay, you need to, here's a point of reference, now we can move forward.
Improve it,
But what
yeah.
actually happens in the school system is like, oh, okay, you're in this lower tier, now you go into a lower like level class and you'll have a like lower level teacher
stupid.
and basically game over for you. Thanks
That's
for that.
right.
Yeah, they completely lost the point of that test.
So another thing I wanted to cover with you was the American Psychological Association. So they apparently ran this study of almost 100,000 people in 71 studies. And they were TikTok and Reels heavy sort of users.
Okay.
And they realized that those people who are heavy users, whatever that means,
Age reference there, or this is across demographics?
I don't know. I don't have more information than that, Simon, but you can use ChatGPT to tell you all the information.
Oh, yeah, that would be accurate.
They showed poorer attention and weaker impulse control, whatever that means, maybe shopping, social isolation, anxiety, and depression. So apparently, like looking at those videos, short videos, like a lot, like sort of impacts your brain in the way that you have no attention and probably spend more money, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's hacking into the lizard brain, isn't it? And it's encouraging a dopamine release of your biological like system. So that's what's happening. It's like you're depleted of it over and over again. It's like exactly what the guest that we had recently, Daniel, was chatting about, you know, this release of actually I forgot what I was even going to say there. I was just totally
that was so deep, you went too deep.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, but listen, I was going to say, this is pretty big study. It's almost 100,000 people saying that their brain like got no attention. And that actually makes sense because a lot of...
Sorry, I got it. He said about addiction.
Yeah.
He was talking about like, it's like a drug, you know, social media. It should be sort of controlled by government to a certain extent, or particularly for younger kids growing up. Like drugs are, so it should be a required like limited use to check into that, and that's because it is designed to hack into your this brain, and you're releasing dopamine. So if you have like an uncontrolled release of dopamine constantly, all of those things are gonna happen to you, which is what's happened with the use of social media. And then there is like a massive social wide
uprising.
Cases.
I wouldn't say uprising.
Not uprising, but there are cases of more and more people suffering from mental health issues and anxiety and challenge. And I think that definitely plays a role in that social media. Because it's this hyper real reflection of life, which isn't life. Yeah.
And because people have less attentions, maybe, I mean, some people say we do have the same attention span. It's just like the content that attracts our attention is different. There's arguments. But some professors in in universities say that students are these days intimidated by anything that is more than 10 pages. Essentially, and even in
reading,
reading, they can't read because it's like too much to stay focused and kind of continue reading.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're in trouble. And some Ivy League professors saying that most students are functionally illiterate because they can read, but they won't read. So in 1976, 40% of high schoolers read around 6 books a year. They were reading more than I was. But and 2024, that's only 11%. So there's a massive decline in people being able to actually read books and stay focused.
Maybe those professors are just giving out really boring books.
Shit books. I mean, the books that I was given in high school, like in Poland, they were so boring. But I was reading them. I don't know why I was reading them. They were extremely boring. So I was not surprised people are not reading them. And also, like, I'm wondering if
like the textbooks that you would get. But I mean, professor, that was sort of university level, so you'd expect
people to
if you then go to university to study
but
specific...
do you think they could be replaced by audiobooks? Like, because I know you listen quite a lot of audiobooks, and a lot of people that we know when driving and at the gym and stuff like that. So I would say
Yeah, maybe it's just more practical.
The study is not full, or maybe I have only like a piece of that study anyway. But it's definitely something going on in books printing. Then probably business not going really well. Lastly, I wanted to tell you this is really quite interesting because
this one is
really interesting, and I wanted to tell you this. I was very excited about that. So there was an experiment in America, in Texas. They actually took AI models and fed them social posts, like viral social media posts. And they've noticed that AI, by absorbing that data, became they basically saw that it had cognitive decline just by looking at the social media that we're consuming all the time. So they noticed that the low quality content really damaged AI thinking. Right, so actually, the machines are getting more stupid.
Well, that's hopeful. We'll have jobs in the future then.
That is our positive takeaway from all of this.
Yeah, there you go. It's a great note to end on.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so what's our view on are we getting more stupid or not? What's your takeaway?
I used to say, I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think
that's not as controversial as it needs to be. Should we say, yeah, everyone's getting more dumb?
I actually think we probably are getting more intelligent and more smart, but
I like that stance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to take in more. The requirement to do more. Job role is asked to do more. Everyone's trying to extract more from everyone. So it would make sense that you're able to
do more and think more, and
unless
you're getting brainwashed by OpenAI, then
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time for us to get some lunch. And thanks so much for listening for this episode. If
You're not allowed any lunch.
Sorry?
You're not allowed lunch.
God. This is how I have to work, what I have to work with. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Although they are potentially making you less smart. And if you're interested in what we do, please visit our website, buildinggreattech.com, and see you on the next episode.